Jake Paul spent millions of dollars on the jewelry he wore for his fights, but his private jet almost killed him. He also has a mansion with the weirdest things and a car collection full of supercars. These are the stupidly expensive things that Jake Paul owns. And you'll never guess just how much he spent on a giant robot to promote his fight with Mike Tyson. This metal hunk is 8 feet tall and can hardly fit through doors, to say nothing of elevators. It gets crazier because Jake put screens on the chest of this robot to show the fight. I hope he doesn't have a mechanical issue like what happened to Iron Man.
Turn to the right.
It is wild that this tech crazy came out to $200,000. Well, that's nothing compared to how much Jake Paul spends on his vacations. Let's start at the cheapest, which is around $500,000. Now that's enough money for at least 100 vacations for me. He flew out Whistling Diesel for what he calls a small splurge in Utah. He filmed all of it though. The easiest way is to make it a tax write-off. They all perform some crazy stunts like windsurfing at night, jet skiing, tubing, and a giant rope swing, launching them into the water. Jake even got drunk, getting tossed around a Black Hawk helicopter. Crazy. He probably just curled up and slept for hours after that. His most expensive vacation had more insane stuff. It was 5 days before Floyd Mayweather fought Deji, a fight that I still can't believe happened. I don't even understand this timeline. Anyway, he splurged like crazy there as well. He rented Ferraris, he went on a desert safari cruise, he went scuba diving, and did other random things like playing pool underwater. He went on another helicopter ride as usual, and he also went to a petting zoo. You know, he played with goats, tigers, giraffes, and monkeys.
No, she's trying to sit on my face.
He also had to play and relive fun childhood memories, like playing laser tag.
Yeah, I had the most kills and the best kill-death ratio, but
honestly, I still do that too. The point is that everything about this vacation was crazy. The guy's hotel room was even underwater. I guess that's why he spent a whopping $1 million on the vacation. Looks like someone just spent $1.5 million on vacations. Now, all that being said, holidays don't last forever. Jake Paul's car collection? Well, that just might. Just wait till you see the whole thing. What is crazy is that the cheapest things in his car collection are not cars. They're golf carts. And I'm not talking about the usual golf carts. I'm talking about mini G-Wagon golf carts. He has 2 of them, which are even more expensive than the regular ones. These bad boys cost around $25,000 each. He also has a Toyota Helix, which is a beast when it comes to off-road adventures. And this one cost a cool $85,000. My man also owns a Cybertruck, which costs around $100,000. He wanted a bigger truck, so he shelled out $150,000 on a Ram truck that comes with a 1,000 horsepower engine. It has all the sweet gadgets too. And you cannot have a mini G-Wagon golf cart without having the real deal, yeah? Well, that's why Jake Paul spent $185,000 on an actual G-Wagon. Jake has a couple of supercars too, like the $250,000 Porsche GT3 RS, which could hit 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Pretty crazy, right? He also added a bright blue Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Now this one can go from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds.
oh my god!
He also decided to get a Ferrari SF90 Spider just for fun. He also wanted a sleek, classy car, so he copped a $550,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom. This looks like something that the president would ride in. Ultimately, his car collection comes out to around $2.1 million. He spent more on cars than people make in their entire lives. Jake Paul has given insane amounts of money to people. I mean, what better way to be generous than to give away $1 million to someone addicted to gambling? After he launched his betting company named Better, he spent $1 million to promote it. Does that count as a giveaway if he's going to make more money back? Well, anyway, it's not always about getting people addicted to gambling. He also felt bad about being a bully when he was younger, and he felt so guilty about it that he raised $1 million to the nonprofit organization called Boxing for Bullies. Now, by the time you're watching this video, you will have seen who the bigger bully is between Jake and Mike Tyson. However, it was in good faith that he supported Boxing for Bullies. He was able to renovate many gyms across across Puerto Rico. And after he beat Tyron Woodley, he also gave away $1 million. You would never believe how much this guy spent on a first date, by the way. I mean, he had this party where he filled his house with foam and had people flying around his pool. He also rented out a whole amusement park. Now, let's be real. Who wouldn't want to spend a day in an amusement park with no lines? This came to around $250,000, and that's a crazy amount to spend on a date. I'm just saying. This man doesn't sleep in just hotels because his mansions are worth millions of dollars. These mansions have some of the weirdest things that I've ever seen. The first mansion he bought was in Calabasas, California, and this mansion is commonly known as the Team 10. This house has the most random box statue thing in the front.
Good morning, Bob.
He has a nice lawn, a pool, and 3 hot tubs. Inside, he has an elevator, a gym, a walk-in wine cellar, a steam room, and a sauna. He also has one of the craziest looking showers. This house is nothing, though, compared to his most expensive mansion in Puerto Rico. Now, this man spent $2.2 million on customizing this home. It has an outdoor sauna and an insanely cool pool with a hot tub. He also has this weird-looking astronaut statue overlooking the home. I guess it looks cool because there are people that would geek out over it. Now, the house also has a moat that acts as a koi pond. When you enter the house, you'll see lots of crazy art and different statues. He also likes gorillas for some reason, and they are everywhere. He has a weird-looking blue canoe, a purple diamond statue, and a nice-looking chessboard.
Checkmate.
Now, he also has a massive 600G fish tank, a swinging couch, and a shoe collection, enough to make your jaw drop. His office is full of mini collectibles, a giant TV, and an amazing game room with arcade games and a pool. Now, did I mention he has a whole studio? The entire mansion and everything he has in this home come up to around $20 million. So when you add the Team 10 mansion, his home collection's around $30 million bucks. Now let's move on to the chains and the bracelets. You know, pretty much his jewelry. He bought some of these for his fight with Tyson. Also, when he's flying to these fights, you know he's not flying commercial. One of these flights almost killed him, though. This Falcon 900 jet got hit by Zeus. Yeah, when Jake was flying to the Mike Tyson press conference, his jet was suddenly hit by lightning, and this could have caused a critical failure. Luckily, he, his friends, his golden retriever, and the pilot were all okay. I guess paying $36 million for a jet can save your life. Jake Paul knocked Mike Tyson into the clouds when he was almost 60 years old. Now, I didn't believe it at first, though, because, well, have you seen Tyson's neck workout? All right, let's get back to that jewelry. Jake not only has jewelry clowning Tyson, but he also has the everyday bling that rappers want. This guy's cheapest necklace is a $30,000 Problem Child diamond and gold brass knuckle. He also has this $30,000 ring from the Tommy Fury fight. And he has so many chains that he can stop a bullet, like this $100,000 Sleeping McGregor chain, his $100,000 Team 10 chain, and his $225,000 Problem Child chain. And that's nowhere close to what he has on his wrist. He has a $200,000 Richard Mille watch and a $550,000 rose gold Bugatti Chiron Tourbillon. Now, Jake also got a $250,000 diamond ear cover to mock Mike Tyson. He's also been seen sporting a $7 million Jacob & Company watch to match the ear cover.